What is up, Jets Nation? And today we selected our first player in the 2023 NFL Draft. It's a bit of a shocker to myself and to other Jets fans. We didn't see this one coming. The draft pick is none other than defensive edge out of the Iowa State, Mr. Will McDonald. Now, I must say, last season, he was on my radar. He was actually on my radar heavily. He just decided to stay in college, which, in hindsight, actually pays off. Now he's in the top 15 of the NFL draft. I know some Jets fans are like, what did we just do here? If you trust your guy, I've been around football for a long time, guys. Not just a Jets fan, but I've been around football for a long time. And what I can tell you is this guy is a baller. We're talking defensive edge rusher, 6'3", 240 pounds. He played basically 4 years in college. I previously stated he flirted with coming out last season, but decided to stay one more year. In this case, I think it was a great idea. Looking at he's the 15th overall selection. Some Jets fans may be saying, well, we have defensive edge rushers, right? Technically, yes. Maybe, just maybe, the thing to do is to move JFM to the middle, which now would allow more snaps for the defensive ends. We're talking the likes of Jermaine Johnson, Carl Lawson, Bryce Huff, one of my favorites, of course, Mr. Clemens. Big Clem, as I call him. But now, if the Jets decide to move JFM to the middle, this also allows more room for McDonald to be inserted. First round pick, top 15 pick, you have to play him. And I think he's going to be a great guy. Once again, 6'3", 240 pounds, edge rusher from the Iowa State. Length, 35 inches. Wingspan, 82 3/8 of an inch. Hands, 9 inch in hands. Physical traits. His age, 23. Still fairly young. Date of birth, 6/4/1999. I feel absolutely old. I graduated in 1999, ladies and gentlemen. Just to share a little bit about my personal stuff. Like I said before, stats, he played 4 full seasons, 122 tackles, 39.5 tackles for loss, 33 sacks. The guy gets to it. 7 deflections in his college career, 9 forced fumbles, average about 10 quarterback takedown per season. This guy is absolutely electric. I like him. I liked him last year. As I previously stated, he wanted to come out, thought about coming out, but decided to stay another year. I think it's absolutely brilliant that he stayed. I absolutely think this could be, make sure nobody's listening, I think this could potentially be a steal for the Jets. Wow, a steal. Yeah, absolutely. I think it could be a steal. Now, when you're talking about the guy's strength, he's very explosive. His first step is monstrous. Like, absolutely lights out. It's lightning flat. It's lightning fast. He has a very high motor. Very twitchy type guy. These are his strengths. Very lengthy. And his bend is decent. Not the worst bend, not the best bend, but it's doable, right? This is a strength of his, so absolutely is good. He's a solid bull rush, so this guy absolutely has the upper strength, and he absolutely has speed. This, in my opinion, makes him a threat on the edge. Some people will probably want to play him at a linebacker spot. Could he play it? I think so. But I think he's best suited as an edge rusher. Now, when you're talking about his weaknesses, well, his lower body strength is not the strongest. maybe that's something that they can work on, building that core strength, that lower half of his body strength. He's vulnerable in the run game. Like I said, I absolutely watched him last season. I didn't watch much of him this season. Just sporadic games here and there. He gets tied up with blocks, and sometimes he can't fight through them. This, of course, is another one of his weaknesses. His hip movement is not the best. I think he could definitely work on that a lot. Is that something that he can increase in? Only time will tell. But I at least want to give you guys some pointers on this guy for the Jets fans, or just, Iowa State fans who may have watched him but really didn't know much about him, or just may have casually watched the Iowa State game and you just support him because he went to your college. So if you guys are just tuning in, my personal take on this guy, I think it's a good draft for the New York Jets. We don't know what the future holds with these other guys. This gives us the potential to have an edge rusher that can absolutely get busy. I think under the Robert Saleh system, this guy can be absolutely lights out. Is he the best edge rusher in this year's 2023 draft? That's to be determined. Perspective, my man. Perspective. Do I like him as one of the top 3 defensive edges in this year's draft? Absolutely. Would I have taken him this high last season? Absolutely not. So him deciding to stay this year was absolutely brilliant on his end and his family/team's end. So this is just a little brief introduction about our newly acquired defensive end in the 2023 draft, first round pick number 15, Mr. Will McDonald. So once again, I think it's a steal, but don't tell anyone. Shh. I don't want anyone to steal it from us. Anyway, guys, this is show of the Jet Show. If you guys are checking this out, please come back, like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts on my channel, share your thoughts more so on Mr. Will McDonald. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, go Jets. Woo!